Cause it gets no rapper. Shut up. It gets no rapper. It gets no rapper. Shut up. It gets no rapper.
What'd you find here?
You found it.
What the hell is that? You sure that's the...
Well, you know this pin was somewhere else. You remember the stickers that were on the boards? And,
oh yeah, that's where it was. Yeah.
Which reminds me, now that we're looking at that resetting problem.
That figures.
Oh my God! I mean, we know what we're gonna find there. We know what we're gonna find there.
Yeah. It needs a 5-volt maintenance. So I'll take the board and do that.
This was the machine that had the electrical tape together shit underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And remember the wire ties? That was nice.
So this is Todd work.
Well, you know, somebody, I got to tell you, other than the fact that they're not lined up straight or anything, those lights are a mod. Somebody.
That looks neat though.
Somebody modded that in the back there, which I'm not against it, but you know.
You don't like that.
I'll tell you what, when I install a mod, Ray, you know, seriously, shut this so I can fit in here.
No.
You know, I think that looks like a home, you know, a homeowner would do that. But this looks like, this is hack. This is a fucking hack.
Why would you do this when it could reach there to be soldered? What the hell?
I don't know.
It can reach there.
I don't know.
This, I don't know what to think of that. I mean, you just need to have.
I got to tell you, in their video, they it may not be the same machine, but they do this to all their demo mans.
No, I see.
So they showed it. So here's another hack. I forgot. I never even showed you this. Ready? Up at the playfield. They added this light here.
Okay.
Right? Good idea. I'm not against it. Could they have made that look any shoddier?
No.
Really? It's a lamp from the jump pile. I left it alone. You know, I left it alone, Ray. I got enough to do without replacing that, but yeah, they did that. You told me to grab the camera. There you go. This thing's pretty close to being done. Maybe Bubster will send us that trigger.
Maybe he has something. Can't use it. It is broke. Right?
I don't know. I didn't notice till I took it apart.
Oh,
so I don't know.
It's contained in.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Okay. What the world's this?
That's the assembly that goes with this trigger that you got to put back together.
Oh, okay.
It's late. You told me to grab the camera.
Okay.
Is this a preamble for next week? We might have this done next week. You already dropped off the handles, right? So they'll be done.
They might be done. Yeah, I'll call them Monday.
They'll be done. Maybe we get this thing wrapped up in about a week. Since I already have a buyer.
Well, you got your lights to do, and
yeah, just a little bit.
Change what you don't.
Yeah, well, I was using what I had instead of what I wanted, so I got to change it to what I want.
All right. Well, I'll pull that board out and I'll solder them.
Okay, let's call it a night. We'll pick this up another time.
I'll correct the.
Because this is still the same day as the other film that people are watching.
Really?
Yes, time warp for them. A week has passed by because they don't get to see this today.
Okay.
They don't. This is next week already.
Oh.
This is time warp forward. It's next week.
Now you're messing with my head.
It's next week. It's next Friday. for these people.
Okay. So what's that?
I don't know.
That's the
It's time to go home. Let's go eat.
25th. I'm not hungry, man. I just.
I wanted to talk about this.
What is it?
You gave it to me. What is it?
I don't know. Looks like it was a GI lamp out of a pinball. It was in line in that.
That's not what they were using it for. They were just using it for didn't reach.
Patch cable.
Yeah. Well, we figured out what happened. They went to a junker playfield and they just cut out a string and put the string in there, and well, it didn't line up, so they did that.
It's an antenna.
What's up, man? It's another week. What is it? What time is it? What day
9
is it?
o'clock.
No dog.
No dog.
Thursday night, 9 o'clock. What's the point, Ray?
I don't know. Tech tips. What do you want to talk about? Tech tips.
What do I want to talk about?
Sure, tech tip. You have to come up with a tech tip.
Well, I had one. No, I've got a good one. I've got it over there. I set it on the Black Knight.
Did you?
Yeah.
Neat.
Want to go that way?
Do I have to get up?
Well, yeah.
I got my shirt of the week on.
Okay, let's talk about that. Step into the light somewhere.
This is old now. This was a friend of mine. Had a Hemi dart that set a record. It was the world's fastest dart that year.
World's fastest super stock Hemi dart.
Yes.
Okay.
I had a picture in the actual record. I think it was a 954.
Oh,
This was years ago.
I've been there. I've been to Bachman's.
Yeah, you know John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know him, but I've been there.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the shirt of the week.
He had a Hemi dart.
He has a few. Super stock A cars. That's actually the elite of the super stock cars. A automatic car.
Okay. Whatever.
Everything else is
Dodge junk.
Oh no, there's a couple vet. No, I don't know if they ever made it in. The vets made it into C super stock C. Yeah. I don't think there is anything else in A. I don't think anything else goes that fast. Maybe a couple Fords might have made it. Some of them Boss Fords. I don't know.
Hi, everybody. We're here again.
It's tech tip. Do you have a tech tip? What?
No, it's not tech tips. It's this stupid Ray Files thing.
Oh, they want tech tips, man. Everybody on there sitting.
Yes, I know I know what they want. Send money. That's what I want. I have once.
Okay, tech tips equals send money. There you go. Mike.
All right, I'm still pissed off at this Black Knight.
Oh, is that the tech tip?
Yes, because I got to whatever point I got to, whatever the last fucking thing I fixed on it, I went to play test it, and the drop targets were sticking up or not going down or not reporting this, that, and the other thing.
Oh.
Let's break. We got to open this thing up. What do you see? Can we even fit back there?
There's drop targets.
Okay. What do you see? Can you even see those springs from that side?
Oh my. Yeah, I can. Somebody. They wanted the shorter ones, so they did that.
Can you explain why these drop targets work like shit?
Yeah. Wow. They stretched the springs, didn't get them to work right, huh?
There's a screw missing there.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
All 4 drop target assemblies need to come out. This is from our eBay store.
So you want to show people these?
Yeah. This is on our eBay store, or in our eBay store. I think I got it on there for 35 bucks, something like that, 34.95, 38.90, between 30 and 40 bucks.
Uh-huh.
Oh look, it comes with candy. Nice. Wasn't rattling around in there or anything, was it?
No.
It's an unboxing video, right?
Yeah.
Unbox our own shit.
Okay.
Okay. How is it all?
Good.
Oh, they're nice.
Yes, very
Huh?
good. Very good.
Dialed in.
Yeah, put them in and you're done. Add stickers.
If I had stickers, I would swap that out for one of these in a fucking second.
Yeah.
I had that all the way apart, cleaned it. Springs are right. Tension on the springs on the back is critical.
Yeah, it is.
It's critical.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you don't have it right, it's going to do what this thing's doing, which is they won't go down.
No,
they'll
bounce
bind.
right back.
They'll bind. They won't go down.
They bounce right off the shelf and come right back.
And the other thing this has is that the switches in the bottom, that the end switches were all. I think a couple were stuck shut, and a couple weren't making contact. It's fucked up.
Well, they all have to come out. I didn't do it last night because I went home. I did my board repair and the coin door dollar bill block off plate.
Do we have springs for that? Because those springs are going to be wasted.
I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12.
I don't know if I have that many. Might.
12 springs.
If we don't have them, we'll have to buy them from like Marco or some, you know. I don't know if I'm prepared to replace 12.
Well, let's pull this drop target assembly out and see how bad it is. We'll be back. This is an awful lot like Tech Tips, right?
I think we did a Tech Tips on targets, didn't we?
I believe we did. And it had Snoop Dogg music, Drop It Like It's Hot, because it was about drop targets. Dan Keller wants to know, why do all the Wurlitzer jukeboxes play too fast?
I don't know.
This is pitched up around 6-8%. 4 exclamation points. Like it's that fucking important. It's not DJ equipment. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't think I'd have noticed it.
Well, you know what I got to do now, Ray, is I got to take a junk record and I got to put a mark on it and I got to put it in there and I got to let it play for 10 minutes and I got to count how many things it does. I guess I could just do it for a minute and find out if it's off 1 or 2 revolutions. Who gives a fuck? Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, I don't know. You're not an audiophile if you play jukeboxes, by the way.
No, probably not.
That does not qualify. It is a commercial music machine, which, granted, is supposed to have that kind of anomaly. You don't see perfection out of a jukebox. They're hard on records, and there was none of them ever made that is going to compare to like a BWS amp or a Krell amp.
I'll tell you what, winter's coming, Ray. If I push it outside, it'll probably play slower.
Well, you know, we had one that played slow, but remember? No, actually, it played what it wanted to play.
Yeah,
It played slow and fast
third
sometimes.
speed. Yes, it did.
They're not precision devices. It was a see.
So there's your answer. It's not a precision device.
No, it was a device for a route operator to make money on.
Period.
Not anything else.
Right.
In fact, it was a durable device considering it was in bars and people threw beers at it and pushed it over on the side. God knows what all happened to it. Ticked it.
What's the movie where the guy has a motorcycle helmet on and he runs up?
Yeah, he runs up into... I forget.
I think I know what it is. If I had to guess, I'm going to say Cannonball Run.
Good. What about my 50 cents, partner?
Stanley. Yeah. I borrow your hard hat? I'll get you 50 cents. Excuse me. Looks like a job. The golden helmet.
Well, if you wanted to make somebody look like an asshole, boy, you sure did. That was you.
Well, here is your drop target assembly,
Oh
Michael.
yeah, how's it look?
The spring tension is pretty deliberate on the.
I can't see. They can't see.
These seem okay,
All right.
but this spring tension on these, wow,
Wow. It gets a rating of wow.
it's strong, man. No wonder. Well, they pulled the springs up. Half the spring is hooked onto the. That's half the spring, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the rest of it. You can't.
I thought, isn't that how you adjust them? If they're not going down right, you just pull the spring down and make it spring harder?
No.
Or you take it apart and clean it?
Yeah. You take it apart and clean it. And you make sure you put all the screws in.
Okay. Yes. All this. Oh, yeah. Missing screws is not good because it tends to it binds the assembly.
Yeah, and it makes it like warped.
Yeah.
It's been my.
And you can't tighten them down too tight either. If you're He-Man and you tighten them down, that binds the assembly.
Actually, these won't work because the assembly's actually hitting the spring coil and it's binding this.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's actually stacking up and won't let it come to rest because it's actually binding against the. You know what I mean?
Be careful who you buy your pinball machine from, Ray. For real.
Well,
Unless you like doing this kind of shit.
yeah, you can get to do this.
Wow. They go down now. All right, that's exciting. What are you going to do?
There you have it. Need to be taken apart and springs replaced
Okay.
and cleaned, I guess. They look fairly clean.
They do look fairly clean.
Maybe on the inside.
I don't know what
there's
happened
something
there.
going on, I don't know.
I'm still over here.
You're over there.
Yeah, I'm over here. I don't know. What, are you done? What are you going to do? You're going to take it apart and put springs on it? Finish that one, I'll do one tomorrow?
I could. Couldn't I?
You could. You're hanging out here for a little bit. Stock Jockey was born in 58. You were not born in 58. You are 58. Right? I got it wrong. You were born in 56.
Correct. Well, I'm 59.
All right. I had the two of you the same age. You're 59 now?
September 30th.
Oh my. That's soon.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to party.
No, I don't. I don't care. Michael, I really don't care. Do you care?
Paul C.
April is going to be coming around. You're going to be 45.
Yes. Paul C.
Yeah.
Who's lagging? He's on the Ray Files number 26. So he's lagging way behind, but he wanted to tell us that we were whining like pussies.
Yeah, neat.
And he was disappointed that you joined in. The geekiest woman, who I have no idea who this person is, but this is a relatively new, well, I don't know, it's a comment from somebody I haven't seen before. On Joe Newhart's tour. One of my first sideline jobs in the 70s was fixing pinball machines. I worked for a small company, my two neighbors who were growing phenomenally. They were moving into New York State, but had received a weird anonymous letter saying something like, "This is our territory, keep out." I saw the letter and we all laughed at it. Then we sent a truck with a bunch of pinball machines to deliver into New York. We were in California. The truck driver drove the truck into New York State, stopped for dinner at a truck stop. While he was eating his meal, the truck blew up. And that was my neighbor's last foray out of California. True story.
Okay.
Mail on Monday. We did 4 records today, right?
Did you?
Yeah, these 4 over here, I'm going to have you look at them in a second.
Mail on Monday.
Pete Bell.
Mr. Bell.
Bring back tech tips, blah, blah, etc. John W. Powell, often overlooked, always hacked, replacing a line cord is as essential to replacing balls while shopping machines. Extension cords, lamp cords, vacuum cleaner cords, etc. wires in. Glad to see people with attention to detail.
Detail is boring.
Yeah. Suggests that your pinball repairman should have OCD or autism.
Yeah.
Attractive women at a pinball, an attractive woman at a pinball show that actually enjoys playing pins. This is incredibly rare, or incredibly staged.
What do you think? Is it?
I don't know.
I guess.
It's more staged than it is rare, since I pay them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when you go to these shows, there's not a lot.
No.
It's not an interest in that area for ladies. Really, it's not. It's a guy's hobby mostly. I don't know. I mean, it's not exclusive, but it tends to be.
VT Cake Boss, aka Jesse. He commented, he left like 50 comments on the same thing. He had some sort of computer glitch. And he left a whole bunch of messages that were all the same. But they said basically, thanks for your time and efforts. I look forward to all your uploads. John W. Powell says, WPC flippers are the best flippers in the industry. Perfect amount of stroke, snappy, accurate, and durable.
Well, that's a neat opinion.
To
Okay.
which Pete Bell says, total gash, floppy, limp, crap flippers. Data East and Gottlieb are way better.
Yeah, Gottlieb seems to be.
For real men who like to flip.
Oh, now they're getting into that. Huh? Oh my.
Oh, VT Cake Boss. I've got a couple lazy pops in going to be rebuilding, revamping, you could say, this weekend. Although an older video from you guys, it's still nice to watch and hear your suggestions. I'm going to try the business card contact cleaning message. Thanks for all you guys do. Lazy pop bumper can be a bunch of things.
Usually is everything. It's not one thing.
Here's something that gives you 15-20%. Replace your solenoid bridge. 'Cause your pop bumper's lazy, but what you're not really seeing is that everything's lazy.
Right.
So that, clean shit. Clean shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that.
That's what I got right. I got clean it and the bridge.
Yes.
I can't really think of anything else. If the coils, you can tell if the coils beat. If the coils beat, replace it.
Yeah, the yolks break.
Yeah.
What else? The spoon. If the spoon is not centered in the skirt, that can be a problem. And how you center that is you pull the spoon away and the skirt post should stay still. If it moves, then you've got the spoon wrong. If you don't have that centered and you don't have a little spring tension biased on it, then you're going to get a decent action off one side of it and not another. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Hey, say hi to the people.
So that's a complicated little mechanism, really.
Just as long as you don't say that they're tricky.
It can be complicated because it's got a lot of things going on, and everything makes it work better or worse. You have to do everything. Switch gap has a lot to do with it. You don't want too short of a switch gap because if you do, it won't get a chance to clamp the ball and kick it. It'll just poke it out right away. You want to have it come into this. You want to have it come in over the skirt, so when that metal ring comes down, it kicks it out.
That's
Know what I
your
mean?
feeling on it.
Yeah, if you make that switch too close,
I make them just about as tight as they'll go.
yeah, if you make them too close, you won't get the full pinch effect, and the ball won't come out of there hard. It'll fling it out, but not as hard. Because the idea is to get the ball in the pinch area and then shoot it out. That's
Oh, so you have to
why.
do that by
Yeah, that's why otherwise, well, all right, that's why the ring is tapered. They want the ball to come into the taper so it can bang it out. But you don't want it too far of a switch gap, because then the ball will go in and then it'll be at speed and then it won't get a chance to activate the solenoid, which is quick anyway. It's kind of hard. I go 20 thousandths on those.
Okay, I go as tight as I can.
Maybe 15. You don't want to go too tight, you don't get no action. You got the one set good on the demo, man. That's pretty tight.
Okay, well, whatever it is, I set them as tight as I can get away with.
Yeah. They will always drift apart.
Okay.
If you set them tight, they won't go together. They will always tend to drift apart. But that's a matter of taste, as far as what you want to do there. But that's the last thing to actually get a jet bumper to give you action, is that thing. But let me see if I have these springs, Mike.
Okay, are we on break?
Mm-hmm. Well, you need 12 of them, huh? Something like this.
How'd you like my eBay piece? Pretty
Yeah.
nice, huh?
Mhm.
Not too bad? When your spring looks like that, your drop target does not work properly, right? Serious. I knew it just from playing it. I wasn't even done play testing it with my fingers. I didn't even bother using the ball or any of that. I knew it was fucked up.
Who did?
Yeah. I hit it with my finger and it didn't go down. That annoyed me. And then when I got it to go down, it didn't report. I like that just about as much. Are we going over for chili?
I don't know. You want? I need a trash can.
All right. You stay there. 6 to 8% too fucking fast, right?
Where?
The jukebox.
Oh. Okay.
He's not the first person to say that either. Somebody else told me that I was out of sync. I think it was Patrick Daniels. He says, I love this. Oh, it was on Vanilla Ice. He says, I love this song, but it's playing too fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Patrick. Haven't heard from him in a little while. I don't know how he's doing. He plays drums. He's got a drum set with his game room.
Really?
Yeah.
Neat.
Foxhound 30K. I'm not sure who this person is. I guess maybe they're kind of new. Christopher Walken dancing to this music. I guess it was that background song I had, the Muppet song. Do people use road bikes or mountain bikes? I don't see why people wanting cardio wouldn't just take a mountain bike to those wooded areas. With a mountain bike, someone can totally bypass this web of cars. I'm with this guy.
I don't know what you're all talking about.
The bikers. They were in our way the other day.
Oh, the bicyclist?
Yeah. I think they're mostly road bikes. But they're all dressed up in these little matching uniforms. They look so cute. Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
They all think they're fucking Lance Armstrong or some shit. Didn't he cheat? He did cheat. He was a cheater.
You're not a fan of bicyclists, Michael?
When you fellas talked about Rocky, it reminded me of 35.051415, round 2. Did someone say road trip? Booyah. Okay, well, 35.051415. At least I know the film date, because that's code in the title in the name. It's episode 35, and the film date was 051415.
Oh, yeah?
So whenever that was, I guess we were doing the Rocky. About May of whenever that was.
Rocky?
Yeah.
Which one we did?
I don't know.
2 or 3.
It probably was March, that's the only one I can think of. Or maybe it was that,
France?
on second thought, maybe it was that one up there at the museum. Probably was. That was about May, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because the other one was last year, that was you got 2 years ago.
Yeah. You liked it?
Thank you for giving us exclusion to math adventure with that crummy Austin Powers mission. Wasn't that night mentioned originally in 27.030615? Yeah, I bet it was. Here's a movie with Dean Martin, Scared Stiff. Never heard of it. There's a movie called Scared Stiff.
I don't know, yeah.
Well, Dean Martin, he's back in your time.
Mike, he wasn't.
What? Yeah, he was?
No, he wasn't.
He was acting in the 70s, man.
Was he? Really?
I don't know.
I thought he was dead in the 70s.
Dean Martin, Scared Stiff, 1953. You were around for that. It was Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Not to be confused with Jerry Lee Lewis. Okay, never heard of it, right?
He did.
As far as face-off, what's there not to like when gold M1911s are part of the equation? What is an M1911?
It's Colt Firearm 45.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess they were featured in there somehow.
Yeah, it's an automatic, semi-automatic pistol. They had conversions and everybody started remaking them. Springfield Armory remade them into the 9mm, but an M1911 was originally a 45 semi-automatic. I need a set screw here for this one missing one. You know, it has to be the right length.
What's it look like? Give me one. Is it one of them long chumpies? Oh, I got those, man.
Just give me one.
Check it out, Ray.
Oh, it's a drop target.
It's my Williams drop target chumpy.
Drop target bin,
It's
dude.
full of these things. Ooh, I gotta relist these. Somebody bought a set of these things. The 037479 Williams drop target guide. I have more. Well, here, you can grab one from that fast enough, can't you? Unless you want one that's already out, because here you go. Or not. Scratch that. How about these?
Okay. I need 2 now. You took one.
How many more you want?
Just 2. That's good.
It's kind of nice to have these spare parts around.
Yeah, because you'd have to go cutting this, because you know you can't buy this.
Go to your pinball show, pick up a used playfield that's similar to whatever game you have, and strip it for parts like this.
Yeah, because these fasteners are special. They have the star lock washers built into them, you know, built on the end of them. So yeah, I agree with that statement a lot.
Nice.
Because a lot of this you can't buy.
Last week's episode did better, right? We had a whole lot of comments. People were engaged.
So if you want a common sense tech tip, there it is in playfield parts.
Okay. John Travolta film, Blowout. Never heard of that.
I'm sure I watched that, but I don't remember it to tell you anything about it. I like Broken Arrow with him in it.
1981? Come on.
What? Blowout?
Yeah.
I don't even.
It was a mystery thriller.
Okay. I'm sure I saw it. I can't remember it. I'm like, sounds familiar.
Written and directed by Brian De Palma. Never heard of
Yeah,
that.
no. De Palma, he writes all kinds of horror movies.
Okay. John Travolta as Jack Terry, a movie sound effects technician from Philadelphia, who, the Pope's in town, right?
Yes.
While recording sounds for a low-budget slasher film, serendipitously captures audio evidence of an assassination involving a presidential hopeful.
Yeah, that all sounds familiar.
Okay.
I'm sure I watched that movie.
How about Nicolas Cage in Drive Angry?
I like it. I just watched it last night. That is good movie.
There you go.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
I've never seen it. What am I missing?
What are you missing?
Yeah.
Well, you should see it.
Okay. Drive Angry.
Yes.
Maybe Ray likes Drive Angry because of the cars.
Yeah, I do. And actually, the background sounds that they have in them are realistic, and all the other details to the cars are realistic. Whereas some movies, they have the starter out of a Volkswagen starting a 454 Chevelle. That's not realistic.
Okay.
Yeah, I vote for that movie. That's a good movie.
How is Mystic Swan sitting there?
Oh, somebody asked about it?
Yeah.
Neat.
It's cleaned out, but it hasn't really done much else.
You know, for a game room, that would be just a conversation piece.
Yeah.
It really offers no entertainment value. It's just more to look at. You get your card and it's over. And I don't care what kind it is. You wouldn't want to get that to play it. It's not a.
Not a pinball.
It's not a video. It's not a pinball. It's a entertainment device. Yeah.
PBR. PBR wanted to buy the Comet. I told him he couldn't have it.
I wanted to buy the Comet.
Yeah. He was oogling over the Comet.
I see.
Which, by the way, I have most of the way put back together.
Okay. Well, I'm rooting for you, Mike.
Hey, I made some progress on that. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how I was one fucking duck short with the stickers, that pissed me off. John Powell again. Seriously, why can't someone sell 20-pin 156 pre-crimped female connectors with 6-inch or so of wire attached? All crimped and ready to go, we need 9 pins. We cut the connector down to 9 pins. I would much rather solder and heat shrink a wire to a wire than deal with crimping and special tools. With all the stuff available for the DIY guy, why can't we get pre-wired pigtails? Right?
Okay.
Yeah, right? I have a feeling about it.
Okay. What's your feeling
My
about it?
feeling about it is that to solder and heat shrink wire to wire is rigged. It's not the proper, it's not the way it was built, it's not a proper repair. But okay, I feel you. I don't have a crimp tool. Frankly, I don't want to solder either, but
You don't like solder?
not really. I'm a mechanical guy, man.
Mechanical guy?
Yeah, soldering is not mechanical, it's like magic.
Magic.
Ray, you want to, you want, seriously, why can't someone sell, I guess we could sell them. We could make those, Ray. Couldn't we?
Yeah.
There's a market for that.
Where is your switch bender? I need a switch bender.
You know what? I don't know. I was looking for it the other day. I could not find it. I couldn't find it, Ray. I felt some sort of way about
Well,
that.
I just wanted to set these, and that's the last piece here.
Okay, you got one done, huh?
Yeah, I'll do another one, then you do too. I told you I was going to do all 4.
I know you did.
Did I lie? Did I lose interest? What was it? Which one was first?
Stock Jockey was a stock broker for 28 years. Maybe that's how the stock got in there.
20, yeah, that's a good long time.
because I called him E.F. Hutton.
Did you?
Yeah. At first I called him something else. Oh, the most interesting man in the world. Do you know that the most interesting man in the world actually is the most interesting man in the world? It's not all just a made-up advertising thing. The guy really is a strange dude.
I don't call strange interesting, by the way.
Yeah, good job.
Sorry.
No matter how bad you think the video is going to be, keep in mind that I watch this each week and don't care about any Kardashian crap.
What the hell's that?
I don't know.
Is that a sweater or something?
I don't know. Kardashians. Okay, all right. Do you know who Bruce Jenner is?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Bruce Jenner's
You know who?
ex-wife and kids, the Kardashians.
Ex-wife and kids. Well, why ain't her name Jenner if it's...
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe after what happened to him, they don't want his name.
That could be.
Sorry.
Sadly, no shirt this week, right? That
Yep.
was last week.
Oh,
You did not shirt the people last week.
okay, well, I forgot.
No, I think we were running late. I think we were filming on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ray, we need to pre-wire some connectors. Get your kid to build a bunch of those and we'll put them on eBay.
Pre-wire connectors.
He wants 20-pin 156 pre-crimp females with 6-inch or so of wire attached. We could use used pinball wire. Here's a good one, Ray. I appreciated this comment. I'm not sure if he was trying to jab at us or not. I don't know. On the alien poker, in the beginning where I showed me washing underneath the apron, all that filth. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Why is water-based cleaner being used on a playfield? For one thing, it leaves a sticky dirt attracting residue that only rinses off using water. Second, liquid causes swelling and planking on playfields. Your thoughts?
Well, if you leave it, if you spray water on it, I imagine, leave it on.
Okay.
If you wipe it right off, I hardly think so.
Okay. I left it kind of wet, right?
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
No. Then you might have caused that then.
Well, here was my thinking, right? And you know, and the way I work on any particular pin is tied to the piece.
First off, the finished end of a pinball is either got so much mylar or paint or clear lacquer or varnish, there's no way that water's going to get to the wood.
Depends on the piece.
When it starts getting older and there is now gaps in the paint, like this Kings and Queens, yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the alien poker.
Okay.
The alien poker playfield was 50% beat.
Yeah.
It was beat.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my theory on that, right? If it had been an NOS playfield or something, I would have taken a totally different method to it. Because it was 50% beat and 90% filthy, I doused it, right, and ran through it, and I probably caused 2% damage to it in the matter of swelling and whatever, water seeping into it. To trade for the 85% of filth that I blasted off of it.
Better trade.
Right? Okay?
It's a better trade.
He's right, though. You don't want to leave your playfield wet. It's bad. It's not good. They don't like that.
Because it's wood.
So he's right, but the bigger question is how
Finished
come,
wood has more of a tolerance than, like, say, this wood paneling type stuff, this cardboard. You know what I mean? Like the bottom
yeah.
of this. Yeah. It has more of a tolerance for cleaners.
So there's my answer. He was right. But the bigger question is still, how come nobody cleaned the game in 30 years?
Right.
If the game had been well maintained and cleaned, I'd have gone at it different. I'd have just gone at it with pledge wipes and been done. It was disgusting. So that's neat. He's right though. Don't leave it wet.
I need a thingy.
What do you need? A trash can or more parts?
Yeah, more parts.
What kind of parts you need this time?
Well,
What's this one missing?
this has got, springs are good on this one,
Okay.
but it's got this.
What am I seeing? Is it broke? Oh, it is broke.
They made it.
Oh, it took me a while to see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they made it.
Well, you know, it's late.
They made it.
Oh. When your drop target works like shit,
Look for that.
look for this. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what's wrong with this one. These springs are good.
Check it out. Oh, they're already robbed from that. I shouldn't have put the bucket away.
There's something different in every one of these then.
What?
These springs are good. In this case, it's just that drop target is not happy with
Check it out, Ray.
that. Another good reason to have spare parts. I need a small Phillips.
That's a good question. I wonder where that's at. What am I working on? No, I've been doing a good job of putting my tools away, Ray. Huh? Give me some credit, would you? Just because I don't know where that is. You might have been. You might have hit it on the
No,
right side.
don't go there. Wow, they even ground that to make it thinner. They were working on that.
Well, I got this little tiny dude.
Yeah, it's good. Dude, look, they were working on this.
Assholes. So the guy was right. Don't leave your playfield wet. He caught me doing a slop job on Alien Poker.
Man, they worked hard on this. Look at this.
Bubster. Bubster found our car tunnel, man. It ain't here yet. I sent him a poster, which is worth far less than the amount of help he was. Feel me on that, right?
Yeah.
And either, I think he told us, Ministry of Pinball? I don't know who they are. Pinball Ministry of Pinball?
I've heard of it. I bought parts already.
Okay, well, whoever, they're out of town, they're closed for September, but the cachet of their site says that they have the triggers.
Okay.
So we'll see when they open back up if they do or don't.
I think they're overseas in Europe somewhere.
Ranham 335, who volunteered to work here, but I don't think he lives anywhere around here. The guy with the, that wanted to take the sideways ratchet screwdriver to that missing screw on that thing. I still would like to see that get that done.
You know as well as I do, Mike, that would never work.
LED ghosting. At work, we have these 24-volt indicator lights that would burn out a lot. I got bored one day and shattered a bulb and soldered a micro bridge rectifier, it was AC, a resistor, and a LED to the base of the bulb. Silicone the components so they would be sturdy, Mr. Handy. But when I put the bulb in, it was dimly lit. I realized it was being lit by a residual 3 volts.
Okay, yeah.
So I ended up putting a resistor in parallel on the back side of the socket to shunt the voltage. Then I started watching pinball videos and realized the LED ghosting is a thing.
Well, I'm not sure that's the right electronic approach.
I
But
don't know. Don't
putting,
ask me.
well, you know why?
No.
I think putting a resistor on a current generating circuit, like a lamp circuit, I think that makes the thing generating the voltage pissed off. Because it overheats the driver transistor because it doesn't want to see resistance. It only wants its current to go out. It doesn't want to see backload. So that might not be a good thing. I think the correct thing would be to put a Zener diode on them, like I think that's what Chris does in them
Is that
little,
what those?
yeah, the little miniature things. I think they're like a Zener diode, which only allows current to go the way it's supposed to go at a certain voltage. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's a cleaner way to do it. The resistor thing will work for sure, but it'll make the current generating device a little mad. A good thing to remember about that is, and the factory has done this, them ball troughs in these games.
Say what? We ran out of film. What were you saying? Something about a ball trough, something or whatever?
Yeah, the 7-ball opto trough, Valley Williams.
Yeah, we were talking about
Them
that.
big transistors, them 5 watters, or big resistors, the 5 watters they have on that board to knock down the voltage to the optos. That's a good point of what not to do there, because that never worked and they always burn up.
Fail.
The new devices come out don't have that type of electronic theory involved. I think they're using a Zener to clamp the voltage back. In other words, a Zener will only pass current when when the voltage that it satisfies its value goes, and then it allows the voltage to go. Like you can get voltage Zeners in 10th voltage increments, but you put it in line with the circuit and it will not allow current to go back from the device. But it, unlike a regular diode, it only allows a certain voltage to go forward. Then it turns on. You know what I mean?
No. Neither did anybody.
Yeah, they did. They're going to have things to say about it.
All right, check it out. I'm about done with comments. Mr. Gachos, I don't know. York is October 9th and 10th. See you there. Ray, I was off by 2 weeks, to be honest with you. I had the wrong date for the York show, and I was in the wrong week. I thought it was this past weekend. No, I thought it was this weekend.
At least you were in the month.
I was lost, man. So I'm still going to be there one or both days.
No, I'll make it one day. I ain't
And you'll
going
be there one or both. Well, you'll be there. You won't be there both days, but you'll be there
No.
one day. Patrick Daniels sat through the worst 90-second LinkedIn ad before this video. Now I'm sitting through a 4-minute ad for coffee. If it wasn't coffee, I may have reloaded the page for a shorter ad, but GRC deserves the extra 0.04 cents. Who knows, if I sit through enough of these, maybe you can buy a post or two for your next restore.
Who's this?
Patrick Daniels. the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
that
he's
does that.
cool. Yeah.
He watches the ads that are placed on our videos.
Yeah.
Although, newsflash, when it comes to the music videos, we don't own those ads. Those ads belong to the copyright owners of the music. So, you don't, sit through them if you want.
Newsflash, insurance companies. Mike's favorite ad. Nobody's perfect.
CNK2 wants to see the inside of an LED. So he wants to see what? I cannot believe you had all those premium LEDs and a hot soldering iron handy, and Ray didn't show us the magic inside. Compare the guts of cheapo to the premium LED for the next show. Deal shake great. See you next week. Okay. closer to show, Ray.
I don't know if you're going to be able to film something that small.
Well, this is a premium, right? I don't know. Let's. See, it's not going to focus on that little thing on the back, though.
Now let me describe it.
Here, maybe if I zoom way up.
Well, there's 3 components on the back. And I don't know what they are, but these little square
Ooh,
things.
this thing. If you set it downward, it'll be still.
These little square things look like capacitors, but I'm not sure. See, this new surface mount stuff, I don't know what the nomenclature is on it. I don't know what... There's no part numbers on them little square things because... See, that looks like a Zener because it's 6 volt, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what the 100 means, and is it a capacitor? You know, I don't know what the hell it is. And does the black things have anything on them? No. You'd have to look under a magnifying glass. That stuff's small.
Well, that big block is the difference between it and a super.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then that must be a Zener diode. Maybe?
Here's a cheapie. You break that apart with your fingers?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay. Talk to the hand.
Hi folks, and welcome to the GRC Record Pick of the Week. Today we have the Mamas and the Papas. Saturday, look through my window. Oh, well, let's redo it.
Okay. I want to hear the other side because that side was. Bleh.
The other
I gave that song.
The other side's worse.
Is it really? I need to know. That song was like what? Well, there. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That was what happened when a cheap LED explodes. I don't even know where the pieces went. There you go, Chris. Causing trouble. I couldn't get the head off of that one.
I see.
These are the worst, man. Have you ever seen these? These things are terrible. The little ones that got the blue on. These are horrible.
Oh, yeah.
They almost show nothing. They were the ones that you made me pull out of the one coin door, wherever that was.
I see.
These. If you see these, they're useless.
They don't get Mike's vote.
No, didn't like them. Well, everybody knows what the Generation 1s look like, and I guess the cheap ones are similar to this. I guess they just have one little thing in there instead of the
Right.
the
One LED, yeah,
this, which
instead of
has
that big membrane.
yeah.
I think there's 6 in there, 3 in there. I don't know.
Chris, you threw us off track, man. This doesn't even make any sense. I appreciate that guy. He sent us that thing to put in the roller disco and your wire strippers.
Oh yeah.
And he calls me once in a while to make sure that I'm stable. PBR blew up a bridge. He wired up his bridge wrong.
Yeah, that's violent.
Todd Harrison, aka Todd Fun. He looked up, he had a recommendation for a auto parts online store, and he sent me a link to it. But I did even better, right? How about that little part I got for that door thing?
Yeah, the 4-door.
Yeah, from the guy who had he had a nice little how-to video, and that's why I
Ford
bought from him.
Focus, was it?
Yeah. It was just a little itty bitty. It was the part I needed. It was
The
just
actuator, the open.
it was just the part I needed, and it was a little how-to video on how to put it in, and it was correct, and it was easy, and I put Mel's car back together, and she was thankful, and she can now get in her driver door.
Yeah.
She's living like a high-class person.
Okay.
This week's episode is going to be really long, right? We ran out of film. I had that left over from last week.
Why don't use it all?
Well, then that requires me to edit it, which takes more time.
Oh, I see.
So I'm not even going to do that because I'm not even going to look at this shit.
No.
One and done, man. Transitions in between the clips. No fancy editing this week. No jokes. You on the third drop target assembly already?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Might as well do them all, because you'll forget which one I did, and you'll do them over, you'll take it apart, and you'll think, oh, that one looks done already. And you would be correct.
Whoever put those together, do you think they knew what they were doing?
Yeah, they did some things, you know, but no, I don't.
We may be in trouble. We are definitely in trouble.
Holy shit! A fight! What's that? Wait.
Half a dozen leg wrenches.
That's the screwdriver I use the most, too. I wonder where that could be.
No, I'm sure I know.
Are these cards over here?
Hey, we're getting a load of this kind of shit, ain't we? That's right. Let's go get some sexy.
Bobby Joe Jack. Sam Parker, Ministry of Pinball, that's what it's called. Ministry of Pinball.
This drop target assembly looks good.
Nice. Random Rob chimed in. Remember Random Rob when you drove up pretty far away for, I think it was our grand opening?
Yeah. New York somewhere.
No, he was down south with me.
Is it?
Yeah. Random Rob. That covers the comments.
Oh well. Another
I
night,
don't know
no
what else to
problem.
tell you, Ray. You brought in some show and
Get out
tell.
there and stop that.
So when you
Get him, Mule.
spot the break.
Papa.
Mark Modre painted his flash cabinet. He said there's no feelings. Pretty good this way. Yeah?
I have to come look at it.
We're on break. We're on break. So what?
It does look pretty good, so it does.
Mark's flash cabinet. Nice work, man.
Yeah.
Looks all right. Good job.
Yeah, good job, man.
Waste of time.
He likes Flash.
Throw flash in the dumpster. Okay, I don't like all B-sides. He doesn't like the B-side of the Men at Work.
Okay.
Coming this summer
All right,
from
here you
Columbia
go, Ray.
Pictures, a movie
Here's
that
a full
asks the
record you
question, would you buy a used car from this
1969.
man?
Cindy Nelson.
How's that thing look?
We're taking off those high
Or this one.
Huh?
It's the A-side.
The A-side is the stripper song.
Don't remember it, don't know.
You would if you heard it
Okay.
instantly.
Sandy Nelson? Never heard of him.
He's a drummer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Here, see how? I bet you recognize it in less than 2 seconds. You ready? How many times have you heard that before? It's in probably 1,000 different movies.
Yeah, everybody covers that, don't they?
Well, they just probably pay for it.
So he wrote it, you know?
I guess. No, it was a cover of somebody else's song, actually. 1966.
66. Dunhill Records. What's the A-side? Look through my...
I don't know. I didn't really like either song.
I think look through my windows, the A-side. Yeah.
Pretty good for 66 now?
Yeah. Dunhill, neat.
Never heard of it.
Recording company. Three Dog Night was on Dunhill. There's a couple rock groups, pop music groups on Dunhill Records.
This one's not that old. This is like 1989.
Okay. Looks unplayed.
Pretty not bad.
Def Jam. LL Cool J. LL Cool J. I don't know what the A-side is.
All right.
I have no idea.
That wasn't really that exciting.
It was not.
The other one's kind of new.
No, it was...
Here. Show your piece. Let's call it a day.
Alright. Well, this is a repair that I had to remove. There's two of these in the machine. This is from a... I forget the manufacturer. Made in 1929, called Knockout. And it's a mechanical boxing game.
Okay.
It took a nickel in each gun, and you had guns you held onto with two triggers. And the triggers worked these.
Okay.
And both fighters come into each other on the play field, on the canvas.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Yeah, sort of like. And it's on a huge cast iron pedestal. You know, it's old, it's 20s.
Okay.
Right? So there's two ways to knock a guy out, you know, depending on which uppercut, you know, which... This is the body hit, and that's the head.
Wow.
And what it is this lays on like a mousetrap type thing that holds this up, because it's weighted, and then if you hit it, it falls back.
Ooh.
And so this is preloaded, and then if you hit it, it pushes down.
Okay.
And of course, this is how each fighter controls the arms.
Okay.
It's really neat. There's
think
two.
so?
One has the blue trunks, one has these.
Okay.
This was a piece that was sold, and then the arm broke and fell off.
Oh.
So I had to do some welding inside. And this looks like it has no mechanisms inside of here. Man, I mean, look at this. They got two shafts coming up, and they have bell cranks that this goes on. They're spring loaded. And then this is the trip arm, which goes up to another two devices here. It's elaborate inside.
Neat.
Oh, man. And then these are the parts to put it back on.
Okay.
This will be the return call
Knockout?
next week. Knockout, I believe. I forget the manufacturer. This was, if he's watching, this is Joel's.
Hello, Joel.
Yes. He collects machines and devices, and he's recently starting to collect some skill games.
And he watches our YouTube program. Or at least so he says he does.
Yeah, he watched a few of them, actually, and he watched the one where you had he bought the...
The Watling roll-a-top
Yes.
DeLong slot machine.
Yeah, the pirate one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He saw your video and liked it, and the video is what sold him on it. Because Mark described it to him. It was Mark's for sale, and
Okay.
he said, I really want to see it. So
he saw it on our video.
Yep, and he liked it, and
Okay.
that sold it.
Well, cool.
So your coverage of it is important.
And my commission was 0, but that's okay. My commission was fucking 0.
Well, you'll have to take that up with the owner of it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
And I do. And I'm fine with, listen, I'm fine with him. It's okay. I knew that happened. I knew that happened when you showed up.
before.
When you show, well, yes, it has happened. It's happened several times.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You know, it's at the same time he's got his Theater of Magic sitting here.
Showcase, nice
Yes,
stuff.
he treats us perfectly good.
Yeah. We have several pieces that make sense.
So,
This was very hard to do because I had to weld it.
yes.
And this arm that comes through here is a shaft, and it's pinned here, and it goes through, and then it has a 90-degree bell crank with a threaded end on. And it was one-piece steel when it was made, and when the restorer fixed this game, he welded just the end of the pin onto the shaft. Well, that didn't last long.
Okay.
I welded the whole way around. But
Okay.
I had to use 16th inch 6018 stick on my little welder. I bought one of these little 70 amp
That's
welders.
not mechanical. That's like soldering.
Yeah, it is almost. Only you can't watch what you're doing because you have to have a
Yeah, it's
shield
harder.
on.
Fun stuff. Okay. Well, Ray,
That's the unique piece for.
that was pretty boring.
Yeah, I'll say it was. I sat on my glasses though. Shit.
Listen, man, thanks for coming down tonight. Time is
Yeah.
it? It's 10:15.
There you
Fuck.
have it. Ooh, they still fit.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and staying with us. Thank you, some new people.
Yep.
These new people that commented, please continue to do so. We would like to get to know you.
Outstanding.
Yeah, dig it.
More tech tips.
Appreciate that. Well, I don't know how to, I still don't know how to do more tech tips. We already did them all.
Yeah, I don't know what else to cover. People come up with little ideas, but it's really
Well,
nothing new. It's
We're
just
going to
a
cover.
lot-
We're going to cover what we encounter, like this Black Knight over here, that has more problems than it's still got more problems on top of this.
Yeah. Well, if you must know what's official for this week, the tech tip is what you said.
Me?
Get a parts playfield.
Okay.
It's the best bet you can. Now, some people
See,
don't-
that's not new. We did that when we were covering the taxi. Said, here's a big job with a taxi. Get a spare. Here's a spare playfield. It makes the whole
It is
job.
really
alright.
important for little stuff you think you can go out and buy, but you can't.
Visit our eBay store. We will combine shipping. Stock up on the stuff you need.
Oh, I must have a shout out to Pet Store John, because he watches.
Okay.
He's a new local customer. He lives over in Downingtown, and I am fixing a Donkey Kong for him.
Okay.
Nice one.
Pet Store John.
Pet Store John.
He watches the YouTube program?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
He's just a new
Does he have
watcher.
a dog? Two
Yeah.
dogs?
Yeah. They have a pet store that they sell high-end stuff you won't find in PetSmart, and stuff like that in the King of Prussia Mall.
Okay, I was thinking of your call today.
Call today was another guy that was on believe it or not, it was on a Miss Pack cocktail. And he's in Coatesville, and he has a pair of them things. Greater Swiss Mountain Dogs.
Yes.
They're males. They're big, man. 140, 148 pounds.
Nice.
One weighs 140, one weighs 148. Picture the pair of those.
I can't pick
280
I can't
pounds a
pick
dog.
I can't pick Lucy up anymore. I tried the other day. It didn't happen.
These dogs are 8 years old, 10 years old. They look just like that one, only they're bigger. He might bring one by, because he's going to stop by. He wants
Okay,
to
well, that would be very cool.
He wants to get a pin, and I said, you should, man. You don't have a pin. You got a video.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming down and supporting the program, Ray.
Well, next week will be something else. I'll make sure I wear another different shirt. This shirt is actually not correct, because he didn't set the record at York US 30 in the day. 99, I think 95 he set this record, or 96. And it was at Del Mar, which is US 13 in Delaware. And that's fast track. But he has York US 30 on here because that's where he used to race from years ago, but he didn't set the record. Just for motorheads that might know what that is. Right? 30 years ago, who cares?
All right. Yes, we're done with this.
95 ain't 30 years ago.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you again next week.